Little clubbers and Chroma clubbers. Today is another edition of Ask CCH. I don't know. I have the giggles today. So embrace the power of the doodle. Let's get started. Okay, I wanted to cover some more interesting Boss Week submissions. I haven't seen these, but I'll kind of walk through them with the show, and we'll see what happens. Okay, this is called Havoc. And it's crazy, causes discord, drives insane by the end of his mother, is covered in acid in the wings till they burn him, and is fought to the edge of a cliff and is pushed off. You're a dragon too. Um, Look, here's the thing. This is an interesting idea, but it needs to be tied into the gel concept. Okay, so this is an interesting idea, but it also needs to relate to the whole gel concept of the virtual world. So what gel does it drop, and what gel do you need to defeat it? Okay, so I rejected it, and I'm just going to submit it, and hopefully it'll get it in their feed, and then they can improve it. Now, the next thing is it's called Jacqueline. And by the way, this is from Mikey's biggest fan ever. Okay. And so Jacqueline was born in a chicken farm. Her parents got killed by the farmer, so she ran away and got sent to an orphanage. The other kids would always beat her up, laugh at her, and call her names because she was a chicken. After 3 years, she started hearing voices that said, "Kill them all." And she listened one night while while all the others were asleep. She killed them. All the owner of the orphanage were very upset and tried to kill her, but she escaped and now turned into a dangerous supervillain. And the voices she hears will ruin her life. Will run her life forever. Okay. Once again, this isn't quite related to the gel stuff. Okay, it needs to be related to the gel concept of the virtual world. What kind of gel does the chicken drop, and what do they have? So once again, it's interesting that we're getting interesting bosses, but there needs to be reasons and ways to defeat them. We need to be like, okay, you use an eraser to defeat them. So let's go with Emerald Dragon. This is another one, and I think this is Addison BB's channel. And so this is a little shout out to Addison BB on YouTube. And I have to laugh because now I'm trying. Addison BB asked me to actually check this out, and then it kind of took a little while to load. Okay, so here's the boss. Purple blob with the sword as a weapon. That's interesting. My boss's personality is fighting. Its backstory is the purple blob is originally named Crimson. His mom named him that, and Crimson never had a dad. Once in a fight, the blob's mom was defeated and killed and was left to live on his own. And the blob would be easily defeated by blue and purple gel mixed together to make poison. Okay, and I think that's interesting. I won't necessarily say it's going to be blue and purple, but the mixing certain gels to create some kind of special poison gel that'll defeat the bosses is a cool idea. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this. Thanks for the suggestion. And let me see if I can find another one. I'm going to choose a random one. Let's try Gravity Flaps, the Fluffy. Okay, so here's one. It's called the Doodle Beast. The pale head is the less fierce part of the Doodle Beast, but her brother, on the other hand, the green head, is ready to pick a fight with anyone. Backstory: they were once peaceful until the Doodle Nation came. They shaped the Two's Island to a mess of color and destruction until they rose up to fight the Doodler Nation and banish us to this place we now call quote unquote Doodle Club. The shadow marker that you had found while venturing through Shadow Cave glowed. Your marker sucked the beast into it. It was banished to the world of shadows. So I'm thinking that maybe you can defeat these with the shadow marker. I mean, I think that's kind of interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and improve this, and there you go. So those are some of the submissions for Boss Week. We've had some interesting ones. You know, this is by Darth Kalisa. I might as well check out one more and then see what happens. I don't know why this is just being so slow to load. but here you go. The sapphire dragon. This is an interesting concept. The sapphire dragon is very greedy and lives in a giant cave, sleeping on its treasure. It also has a good sense of smell and can smell a mile away. If you dare enter its cave, it will awake from its slumber and attack you. The beast has 500 health and is very strong. It stores its power from the sapphire on its head. Okay, you must defeat the beast with anything that is yellow, like a yellow marker, gel, well, anything that's yellow. When you defeat the sapphire dragon, you'll get a new color marker. The color is a sapphire blue. I think that's a cool idea, and I really like it, so I'm going to go ahead and improve it. So I think you've seen the kind of like what works and what doesn't work. They're all different bosses, but the ones that are kind of really specific to, okay, here are the markers that'll defeat them, here are the colors that'll defeat them, stuff like that, I think are the best for now. So let's go on to Ask CCH. So I'm going to, by the way, shout out to the player that made this really nice profile picture. Really like it. I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was actually, was it Knight? Yeah, it was Knight that sent it to me. So thank you very much. And now let's go on to the questions. Okay, and we're getting there. Okay, Godzilla 1944 is back again. Says, to Doodle Club Helper, what will the bosses be like in the Virtual World app? Well, you saw the example at the beginning of the video. Let me know what you think of those. Let me know if you have any feedback on those or any suggestions. I think we have a good range of ideas. We just need a little more creativity on the types of markers and gels to defeat them. Coco Bliss asks, someone blocked me and didn't put a reason. Sorry for doing the job twice. Look, it's entirely up to them to block you. It's, do you really want to deal with people who just block you for no reason? Sometimes you don't need to get everyone's approval, so I would just move on. Blood Demon asks, if you made a boss, what would it be and what would it look like? Any name and gender. I don't know, if I made a boss, I think it would be, I think I would do the purple blob. No, not the purple blob. Let me think. I would say the fire dragon gel, and it's made out of fire gel, and it would be a dragon that can shoot fire gel balls onto you, and you have to defeat it. And I guess it would be a male. And as I told you, it would kind of be like burning fire. It would be made completely out of the fire gel marker gels that I've shown you. So that's what I would use. Okay, Donnie Fangirl asks, will you ever make DC holidays, like celebrate the day you made DC or something? Yeah, of course, and I do. And once we get the virtual world done, I think we're going to have more holidays. But the virtual world requires a lot of focus and energy, and so I need to get that done first. Then I can focus on the other stuff. Kit Kat Girl asks, what do you like to do in your free time? I like to get better at making games, better at game development, do other types of fun game projects. So I'm working on an interesting app I have an idea for an interesting app for some college students, so maybe I'll cover that on the channel. We'll see how it goes. Soul Magic asks, is it normal for people to fight in Doodle Club? And can you give a shout out to my club Funtime Daycare? Thanks. Okay, well, here's a shout out to their club Funtime Daycare. Sounds interesting. Let me know what it's about. Obviously there is fighting in Doodle Club. I don't know why it exactly happens. If you have any suggestions on ways to fix it, let me know. Coco Bliss asks, what are some of your favorite badges on Doodle Club? I would say my favorite one by far right now on my profile anyways is Chroma Club Week. I really like how it's colorful. And I think actually Marker Week really looks nice too. I really like that. So those are two of some of my favorite badges because first of all, they were made by players, which I really liked, and they look cool. Okay, the Godly Girl plus Wonder Woman and Captain America fan asks, when will the virtual world be coming out and does it need you to update the game? Look, the virtual world will be separate, kind of a separate app. It'll be put into Chroma Club, the Chroma Club update, and so you won't necessarily need to update Doodle Club to do it. Okay, Art Girl Loves Art asks, do you got Facebook and Roblox and Musical.ly? Sorry, bye. No, I don't. I really don't use those services. I'm familiar with them. I think I don't use them really anymore, but I might actually do some stuff on Musical.ly. I think I'm open to doing some duets, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. And finally, I'm going to skip the one by Alley Cat, Not a Newbie, because new ideas for DC, I don't quite get that. Okay, finally, Grillby the Bartender asks, how many levels or ranks are there? What are their names? I think there's, I don't know, like over 10 or 20 levels. Actually, I don't know the specific number offhand, Um, and there are like 10 or 20 different ranks. So um, I think maybe I'll come up with the list in another video, but thanks for the question, and I think I'll list that some other time. So thanks again for all of the questions. Hope you're having a nice holiday and embrace the power of the doodle. Take care.